Hello children, we continue with exercise 5.2. Now question number 4. What part of a revolution have you turned through if you stand facing east and turn clockwise to north? And before that, just remember what you have learned earlier. And if you turned one right angle means it is a 90 degree and it will be 1/4 of the revolution. And if you turned two right angles, the angle measure will be 180 degree and we can say that you have turned through half of a revolution. And if you turn three right angles, it will be 270 degree and it will be 3/4 of the revolution. And if you turned four right angles means a 360 degree, you turn 360 degree, one complete angle you turned and it will be one revolution. So children, you have to learn this one. Then look at the first question. What part of a revolution have you turned through if you stand facing east? Now you stand facing east. Now you are in this position. And you have to turn clockwise to north. So you have to turn clockwise to north. So you have to start from east and turn clockwise to north. So you have to move in the clockwise direction. Now can you say how many right angles you turned? We can see that here this is the first right angle, second right angle and third right angle. So we can see that you have turned three right angles. So the number of right angles turned equal to 3. Number of right angles turned equal to 3. Then if you turned three right angles, what will be the angle measure? 3 right angles means 270 degree and it will be 3/4 of the revolution. And we can say that the answer is 3/4 of the revolution. 3/4 of the revolution. Now we can find out the answer in another way also. So when you turn, full turn means it is a 360 degree and now you turned 270 degree. So what is the corresponding fraction? 270 degree divided by 360 degree. So when you simplify, so this fraction you will get the answer as a 3/4. So 270 by 360. So the fraction you can simplify and you will get the answer as a 3/4. So look at that, 270 divided by 360. Now first we can divide both of them by 10. So you will get a 27 by 36. Now 27 and 36 we can take the highest common factor as 9. So divide both numerator and denominator by 9. So you will get 3/4. So we can say that it is a 3/4 of the revolution. So in that way also we can find out the answer. Now next one. South and turn clockwise to face east. South and turn clockwise to face east. So you have to draw the directions. Now you stand facing south. Okay, and then turn clockwise. Here also the direction of movement is a clockwise direction. Turn clockwise to face east. So you have to face east. So you have to start from south and you have to face east. So start from south and reaches east. So how many right angles you turned? You can see that 1, 2 and 3. So how many right angles you turned? 3. Number of right angles turned is equal to 3. So if you turned 3 right angles, the measure will be 270 degree and we can say that it will be 3/4 of the revolution. So here also the answer is 3/4 of the revolution. So here also we can find out the answer in another way. So the total angle turned is 270 degree. Therefore 270 degree divided by 360 degree. One complete revolution means it will be 360 degree. Therefore, 270 by 360, when you reduce to the lowest form, you will get the answer as 3 by 4. Now, next question. Question number 5. Find the number of right angles turned through by the hour hand. Find the number of right angles turned by the hour hand of a clock when it goes from the first one 3 to 6. So, you have to draw the clock faces. Okay. So, for each question you have to draw the clock face and you have to mark the movement of the hour hand. So, it starts from 3. Starts from 3. Okay. And reaches at 6 and reaches at 6. Now look at that. What is the angle turned? How many right angles turned? One right angle. So you can see the number of right angles turned. Therefore, number of right angles turned. Turned is equal to 1. Okay. So it turned only one right angle. One right angle. The angle turned is a right angle. Now next question. 2 to 8. The hour hand goes from 2 to 8. So draw the clock face and after that mark the movement of the hour hand. Then it starts at 2 and reaches at 8. Reaches at 8. Now what you can see here? You can see a straight line. And what is the angle formed in a straight line? It will be a straight angle. So the angle turned is a straight angle. So this one is a straight angle. Straight angle. Now, what is the measure of a straight angle? It is a 180 degree. So straight angle means 180 degree. The measure is 180 degree. 180 degree. And in one straight angle, how many right angles are there? In one straight angle, we have 2 right angles. So the number of right angles turned is equal to 2. Number of right angles turned is equal to 2. Straight angle means 180 degree. 180 degree, that means 2 right angles are there, that is 2 into 90 degree. 2 right angles are there in one straight angle. Therefore, the number of right angles turned is equal to 2. Then next question, 5 to 11. So the movement of the hour hand, you have to mark it. You have to draw the clock face and you have to mark the movement of the hour hand. It starts at 5 and reaches at 11. So it goes in this direction, clockwise direction, and reaches at 11. So here also you can see that the angle turned. So what is the angle turned? The angle turned is equal to 180 degree. So this one is a straight line. Straight line. So the angle turned is 180 degree. That is a straight angle. So in one straight angle, how many right angles are there? 2 right angles. Therefore, when the hour hand goes from 5 to 11, the number of right angles turned, is equal to 2. Turned is equal to 2. For this type of question, you have to draw the clock face. Now next one. How many right angles do you make if you start facing south and turn clockwise to west? How many right angles do you make? If you start facing south, you start facing south and turn clockwise. Here also the movement is in the clockwise direction. Turn clockwise to west. So you have to turn clockwise to west. So what is the angle turned? The angle turned is a right angle. So how many right angles you turned? That is the question. How many right angles you turned? You turned only one right angle. So the number of right angles turned is equal to 1. Number of right angles turned. Now next one. You stand, that means you start facing north and turn clockwise to east. You start facing north. You are in the north direction and you have to move in the anti-clockwise direction. So the direction of movement is anti-clockwise direction. For the second question, the direction of movement is anti-clockwise. So you have to move in the anti-clockwise direction. And you have to reach east. So you have to start from north and you have to turn in the anti-clockwise direction and you have to reach east. So you have to start from north and you have to reach east. So you are moving in this direction. So the direction of movement, anti-clockwise direction. So how many right angles are turned? So you can see that one right angle, okay, first one, second right angle and the third right angle. So how many right angles you turned? 3 right angles. So the answer is number of right angles turned is equal to 3. Then next question. South and turn to north. South. You start facing south and turn to north. Here the direction of turning or the direction of movement is not mentioned. So you can move either in the clockwise or in the anti-clockwise direction. So south and turn to north. Suppose if you are moving in the clockwise direction, you start facing south and turning to north. So south to north. So what is the angle turned? The angle turned is a straight angle. And in a straight angle, how many right angles are there? 2 right angles. So the number of right angles turned is equal to 2. So here we turned in the clockwise direction. Suppose if we are moving in the anti-clockwise direction, Now you start facing south. And moving it in the anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction means you have to move in this direction. So in this case also, how many right angles you turned? 2 right angles, because here you can see a straight angle there, and therefore the number of right angles turned is equal to 2. So if you move it in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, the number of right angles turned is equal to 2. Next question. Where will the hour hand of a clock stop if it starts from 6 and turns through one right angle? So you have to draw the clock face and look at the question. The hour hand starts from 6. The hour hand starts from 6 and turns through one right angle. If the hour hand turns through one right angle, by the time the hour hand will cover 3 hours, or the hour hand will be past 3 hours. Therefore, so from 6 you can count 3 hours, 1, 2, 3. So it will reach at 9. So where will it stop? It will stop at 9. So if the our hand turned one right angle, the number of hours passed by the hour hand will be 3. Therefore, from 6 you can count it and you will get the answer as 9. Now, second one, from 8 and turns through 2 right angles. So, you have to start from 8 and turns through 2 right angles. So, turns through 2 right angles means the angle turned will be a straight angle. The angle turned will be a straight angle. So, we can draw the position of the hour hand opposite to 8. So, where will it reach? So, it will reach at 2. That is one way of doing this question. That is, the hour hand starts from 8 and it turns through 2 right angles and it will reach, the hour hand will reach at 2 o'clock or it will stop at 2 because the angle turned is a straight angle. So, we can see that a straight angle is formed here. Or we can say that when the hour hand passed 2 right angles or turned 2 right angles, the number of hours passed will be 6 hours. The number of hours passed will be 6 hours. In one right angle, 3 hours. In 2 right angles, the number of hours passed will be 6 hours. So, from 8 you can take 6 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, the hour hand will reach at 2. Therefore, the answer is at 2. Now, homework, exercise 5.2, question number 4, 5, 6 and 7, the subdivision questions. So, if the problem is related to the clock faces, you have to draw the clock face, and if the problem is related to the directions, you have to draw the directions. That is all for today's class. Thank you.